Sheila.
What's your team?
Carlton. 6-13 or 6-16.
Yeah, we watched all of that because my wife and daughter are both Essendon fans. So
Right.
Love it.
Well, I didn't know about Aussie rules until I moved to Cootamundra in the late 60s. And
You guys would like to go?
they wore, Carlton Football Club actually donated genuine jumpers from the twos to the Cootamundra Football Club, so they played with CFC jumpers. So 1969, I started following Carlton, which was a pretty good year to start following Carlton.
Pretty good couple of decades, really.
70, 72, 75. Yeah, I mean, and then I went to Union Canberra, and Jesselenko's a Canberra boy. So
we've got a Canberra boys captain, so it's Jack Steele. Good fella.
And I played footy with Alan Hurd, James's dad.
Yeah.
He was pretty handy. He was that same tall, really wiry build as well. Just
James Hurd is one of the best players I've ever seen. So
yeah. All right.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck. So what do we get? How do you want to
Yeah.
do this? Do you want to do
Share
dice?
Yeah.
Share dice. Do you want a dice tower?
Oh, if you've got one, we might as well do that. Is that all going to fit with the clock and everything? I suppose.
Which way are we going? We're going that way.
Yeah. We can switch around if you want.
No, I don't. The dice tower was actually, I hadn't used it all that much, but it was actually quicker.
Yeah, it's more consistent. You don't need to re-roll very often at all.
It did land on these checkers sometimes.
Probably not. Probably not, because we've all got to get through our sort of matches.
Who's that? Is that rude Malcolm Hudson to say?
Congratulations.
Thank you. My opponent here fought the good fight, but I have to say I've never ever made an audible sound when my opponent's had a bad roll in a tournament. And Greg had one of the Hall of Fame, out of nowhere, worst rolls you could ever have to destroy his position. His face looked like a cat's ass, and I made an audible. We laughed.
Which one?
The 6-3, the double four,
the 6-3, the double. Yeah, you pick my bad roll.
But what about the double four you had?
I know. It was blocked on the outside, left shots.
And I rolled a miserable 2-1 to hit them both.
You are a miserable coot. There is no fucking doubt about it. All right, so if we do one of each.
Yep, you just repeat that on all, yep.
You are a miserable coot. You are a slimy piece
So
of...
that'll fit now.
Under the clock, perhaps.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, because we're rolling both sides. So.
Yeah, and then it's once it's turned.
Yeah, it's us, so that's where that.
I'll tell you my Grant Hoffman story at the Gold Coast. He had this special little cube that had a little logo on it instead of the 64. And at the start of the game,
we should all be here.
Everything's set out. Yeah.
and then he got the cube, and he had the logo, and he turned the logo like that. He did it about the first 3 games, and then about the 4th game, he turned it so the logo was facing him, and then the 4th game, I spun it around and did that.
Yeah.
And he reached over to start repositioning it how he liked it, and I said, no. You've had the logo. You've had it the way you want it. So, and it actually messed with his brain. It was anyway.
Good psychological game you got there. Okay.
No, it wasn't actually deliberate. Now, if I do one of these, you do the one that's closest to that colour, and I do that one.
No, I'm trying to do
and then we're good to go.
What was I thinking? So we're bearing in here, the cube will sit here as well. That's all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good to go?
We are good. Yep.
All right.
We're off.
And
that one takes a little while to roll. Okay. You said it always works.
No, I said it's quiet.
So, yeah, it is quiet. It's quite good. Oh,
Yeah, it's a bit
do I
down.
need to roll them?
Yeah,
again?
but yeah,
So do it again.
yeah. I think so.
So I'll just make sure I put them right in.
You got to sleep okay?
Reset the clock if they come out of the board or
Sure.
or do something untoward. One. It's at least that many. 2, 3.
Spell Frankston.
E-L,
Yeah, no, I just worked it out.
with an I before E.
I'll call Craig.
3. 5. Said I before E except after C or if it's in a foreign name. Apparently.
You're a school teacher, weren't you?
No.
No. Okay. No, you're.
No, that was Craig's story about how to spell his surname.
Okay.
Darren had to finish in
So what's that?
at the Saints today.
Yeah, they play Thursday night, so we got a win out in Sydney. Okay. Start moving.
I haven't even looked. I don't know. I can't remember. It's, hold on, wait.
Couple of rolls early.
Yeah.
No way. No.
Well,
It would have taken so long if Greg hadn't kept coming on all the time and extending it.
Are you attempting to slag off at me already still? Mind games are over, comrade.
You want to say the match and make our match last night a BMAB? Probably can't do that.
It still could be done.
See how we go on time.
so it was recorded and everything?
Yeah. Yep. Didn't record my facial expression with the 4 apparently.
It was a whole roll.
We had this German couple at our club a couple of months ago, and he wanted to play a game, and he was rolling particularly badly, and I was rolling particularly well, and I just said to this guy, backgammon's a good game for Schadenfreude. And he looked at me, he said, "Oh, this is German word." Yeah. He said, "I know what it means." Yeah. He said, "What's the English word for Schadenfreude?" I said, "No, Schadenfreude." I just expressed some surprise that the English word for something was a German word.
They have some good words, the Germans.
Yeah.
Like the face that needs to be slapped is one of them. I've been two already.
The Fleichenhacker is a pretty good one. Butcher.
Oh, okay.
Just slap you around some.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah, these are borrowed from here. So
I really want to do that. Otherwise I'm going to leave you a shot.
Craig on a
The
break.
board's pretty good.
sorry.
Craig's having a break.
Yeah, I expect so. I mean that board's set up there, but Craig's not here at the moment anyway. But if I get this up in the next 5 minutes, then that'll be right to go.
Switching languages here.
Yeah. Multilingual.
I can lose in many languages, don't I?
Yeah. I can only lose it in one language. Malcolm Hudson will tell you. There was an occasional have to stifle an FFS for the camera last night.
I loved it when you reset the clock.
Yeah, well, one stage, Kevin Jessup's phone went off, and it really annoyed, like it really seriously annoyed me, and I just reached and I banged the button on this clock, but the switch was right next to the pause button, and I managed, when I went to hit the clock, I actually turned the whole clock off.
Oh, God.
So we had to deconstruct the
Time remaining.
deconstruct the time remaining by consulting the video.
Yeah.
So it took 10 or so minutes to deconstruct the clock and the roll, because I wasn't sure I hadn't bumped the dice, because I was actually really cross with Kevin because he's sitting right next to me and his phone went off and it was Timmy Chambers ringing to find out what the result was.
Right.
And I expressed some annoyance, but inadvertently reset the clock in doing so. Malcolm was very gracious in accepting my apology about that.
He didn't take the offer of a 5-minute penalty though for his luck.
For his,
There's two things. You don't often hear those terms used. Gracious.
all right, I retract that comment. I thought I had cubed.
No, sorry. I could have reminded you, but
No.
That's a drop.
Yeah, I've missed about 5.
Well, you could have been playing for gammon, but yeah.
Yeah, I could have. But
It wasn't.
I think it was a cube drop much earlier.
Yeah. Probably even when I ran, I didn't do an exact count, but I was probably dropping then.
With the double 4. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't waiting for much there. You already had. Yeah, you weren't going to leave a shot for a while.
Right. All of that for
Okay.
an ace point.
0. Yep.
Now I was going to use the darker.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. We can toss them both in, and however they come out.
Yep.
Yep. Oh yeah. The one that Reese has got, you just hit the button and it starts.
It's, I like it a bit more tactile than that. I didn't really like the feel of it. But yeah. Where do I do it? Go here. This will be a 3. This will be a 4.
I hit the modern way, not the 60s way. And we're going to do this. We're going to do this way. I think so.
Perfect.
What a roll. What a roll. I mean, the nice thing about this tournament is, I mean, the W matters, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
in terms
you're
of,
not as hung up about exactly which roll's coming out.
no, because it's all about the PR. So. All right, 4-3, 3-6.
That's all right.
Maybe it was the only one I made.
1.
There's a few other little ones.
3.
I didn't see any in the semi-final from them. I saw a few little ones last night. But not little ones, so nobody can play perfect. But that was the only blunder I saw.
I saw Jim Muirhead in the corridor this morning, and he said, "How did you go?" And I said, "No, I got beaten by some slippery varmint." And he said, "Yeah." He said, "You should have heard the names he called you."
Yeah. He was gracious.
No, he wasn't gracious at all. It was goodness gracious.
Stevie's got it on glass.
I'll find some really good.
Yeah, Steve, there's a kitchen just through there. Yeah, just, if there's anyone around there, just ask them. They're all,
Imagine if everyone had a bad luck story about getting beaten by Malcolm Hudson in a tournament. There'd be no room left on the internet. It'd be full, you'd have to drain it. You know what it's like when you've got to drain the internet.
I mean, did you have?
Fine. There's a well stacked point.
The red one.
Yeah, ready for
look,
I'm
I
ready
think,
for something.
I don't think it matters. The blue sort of is a little bit hard on that, but I think,
Is it the blue colour in the background?
yeah, I mean, equally, if the red's anywhere near there, then people just,
Neutral.
well, actually, I mean,
XG doesn't like
well, hold on, I've got it.
stacking the
Yeah,
six.
have a look at yours.
I think you showed up there on the.
Or rather, it likes unstacking the six.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the board.
Board, is it easy to put your notes on there? Whatever's easy for you.
I don't think it matters as far as the colour. I think it's going to be fine, so I can just pick whatever you sort of want.
Go with what was working the other day.
Yeah, we've done a whole
This is
day.
your board,
So I think
Yeah.
they'll manage.
Yeah, I've had it for, I don't know how long now, probably over 20 years.
Right.
The guy who made it died 20 years ago, I think.
We're not going to get a main.
Brazilian guy, Vitor Holanda. He was only making sort of, there was a hobby one every couple of months.
From Brazil.
He was living in America at the time, but he did make some in Brazil as well.
Right.
Sourced all the materials himself and just, yeah.
Mine's got a printed microfiber background.
Right.
Very
Very nice.
like
I'll
one
do
piece.
my best to have it.
One piece printed.
Yep.
Gee, I'll say.
When there's in Turkey, guy made the board from last night.
Sorry, man, if you can just hold my hands up.
Oh, he's very active on Facebook and the background.
Do you want another one? Is it?
He essentially does cost, but then he
Anyone wants water?
Two.
posts pictures of his stuff
Yes,
online.
Fine.
Yeah, on my shirt, mate, you see what I mean?
I've got a bottle of salt.
Is that all?
Right. We've got a referee here.
There's
Some hands are handy.
That's fine. I think that's going. Off you go.
We're good.
You're right to go.
Also, where's everyone else?
Yeah, well,
all the important people are here.
It's a bit ugly, so I'm just
Done it.
Right. Don't miss the easy ones. Two. One.
I'm not missing today.
So it seems.
Yes, this guy.
My specialty last night was dancing on 2-point boards, you know. And it makes the 3-point and I roll a 6-3 off the bar.
You wouldn't keep your go. It wasn't stupid for you to take it because those fly shots coming plus you had twice.
Right. We'll play it legally.
It's good stuff.
Playing it legally.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think just want to
Keep the slappage going. No 6. Someone yesterday had that situation where you have to play the high roll, and they expressed some surprise that that was a thing.
It's not that uncommon. I suppose.
It is reasonably uncommon. I took a position at photo at one stage of a position, just so you know, you can say, really want to do that? I think I'll go to unstack 6. You know, just so you can say that's, you know, this is
An actual example of the rule.
an actual example of how the rule is applied. And just because it's uncommon enough that people. All right. I'm going to play it back game. I'm going to play it back game. Oh,
I just keep helping you back game here.
yeah, you do. Like it'll pay dividends at some stage. Not sure what sort of back game it is, but it is. There's no 6s or 1s over there. Oh, sorry, there is a 1. There is a 1-6. Sorry, I didn't realise it was under that. I should re-find that photo because I took it out on a live board, and you know, this is what it is.
Starting to get a bad feeling with this one.
Yeah, well, there's only 1-6. So play that one quickly. There's only one sensible 3. I like it when you're forced to play forced moves.
Okay, it's looking out for much longer.
I just did a great action here twice.
I didn't like that. If I make the outside point that one, 2, 3.
If you wake up, son.
Yep.
That's what I've been waiting for.
It doesn't go there.
It does. Doesn't go on the. It doesn't go on blotty.
Looks awkward, but you're still on the bar.
All right. 4-1. Well, I'm not losing PR. Well, I'm on the bar.
Okay, yeah. If only you counted in the denominator.
Oh, yeah. No decision.
Yep.
Yeah. Six. Done. Three. Six. I think this is a hopeless case, but
It's getting pretty close to that.
Probably, yeah.
four. Five. Five. Yep. Yep. No, I think that's it. Okay.
All right, that one's worth 4.
Well, do I really have to give you that many doing, is it?
That's how it works, I'm afraid.
Is it?
I also accept cash.
Just because you know it, but I'm low here. I'm a pensioner, I'll have it. Even though my accountant says on my public service pension I'm
Well off or something. Is it newsworthy?
she says I'm in the top 3% of wage and salary earners with my public service pension alone.
Wow.
$90,000 indexed.
That's pretty generous. Yeah, my wife's been working at university, Monash University for 30 years.
Yes.
And when she started, there was a very generous system there as well. So even though I pretty much earn triple what she does, her super for her, it's worth it's almost as much as mine.
Yeah. It's, so I was in the original old Commonwealth Super Scheme.
Okay.
There's
That they created a future fund.
14% top up and generous benefits and I got to, they had this funny thing where if you were called 5411, if you resigned before you turned 55, you got some benefit. But the calcs for me, I got a promotion and the benefit after 55, retiring after 55 was based on final salary.
Yeah.
So, and I got a promotion, a very generous promotion when I was about 53. So it took 5411 out of play. So I worked till I was 60 and then it was all upside because it was basically a year for percent for salary and a percent for length of service.
Right. Yeah.
So it was basically 2% of salary every year that I worked longer.
Yeah, that's up.
And the only reason I retired when I did was because the enterprise bargaining position with my agency was we don't have a position. There is no pay rise. And I went, well, if there was a 4% pay rise in the offing, then I would have held out for it.
Yeah. And enterprise bargaining in public service can go years.
Well, they just went, we don't have a position. This was 8 years ago now.
Right. Okay.
So under an incoming, Liberal government, they just went. So it would have been worth waiting for a pay rise, but we can toss both in at the same time.
Yeah.
No, someone's going to have to.
I played the white. I played the.
If you're right, I'll get a copy on.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give Mel a call.
Give Mel. Yeah, Reese will be driving. All right, 8s and 9s. Double 5 can be done.
looks pretty.
Could have come up to there. Yeah, could have come up to there.
Mm.
The block. One.
Good morning.
Hey, how you going?
Hey, Mel.
I think we're up and ready to go wherever you are.
Yeah, let's just do it.
We'll let him get started. Just want to get a copy of it.
No, let's give that a try. You, however, were meant to cooperate.
I'm not known for my cooperation.
No. I seem to recollect that. One.
Now we're here. I was just about to call you. Do you guys need milk? I have a black one. Yeah, milk.
Was it good?
I'll bring the milk. She said sugar or water. I'll have a look, yeah.
One. No.
Just that.
One.
Three, and 4.
All right. Better be a 2 somewhere over there, please. My signature roll.
So the reason you didn't make it 5
It was snowflake on fibs for a long time. Now
That's
I'm,
right, yeah.
Now I'm snowy 55. But because Paddy lost my login at one stage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually didn't play for long enough that I got my account removed. I went back and had a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What were you on?
I was Rourke.
Hey?
Rourke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I played way too many games.
Yeah. All did.
All right, let's have a look at that.
I'll take- Yep. Yeah, well, there was a snowflake on fibs as well. He was a nasty piece of shit. He used to drop. Oh, sorry, the camera. He used to drop. I don't think they actually listen to the audio.
No, you have to be very patient.
Yeah, he used to drop one of those guys that was a dropper.
Sorry, I don't think that was legal. I think you just made a form one. That was there.
All right, sorry. All right.
No, I'm
That's
pretty
still
sure
not
it was
legal.
legal.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's legal. I think.
All right. Sorry.
That's right.
Help yourself, guys.
Yeah, he was one of those people that gave fibs a bad name because he was a dropper.
Yeah.
Oh, handmade bowl. Oh, is it? Yeah. Where was it? It was just down in the woods. Picked it up and cleaned it up. Ah. Yeah, oh, mine. Yeah, that's all right. It's not mine. No, yeah.
Oh, disappointed.
I'm going to get you guys
Coffee?
you're more or less, there's coffee here, yes.
I'll get you guys.
Turn that off if it's too much.
Oh,
Did you say there was coffee? Did you say there was coffee going?
There is coffee going.
Could I trouble you for?
I'll take orders in a minute.
I'll have a handshake or something.
Let me see what I can do.
Actually had the charcuterie platter at the pub yesterday for lunch. It was very nice.
Yeah, okay.
So that's going to be
Cool.
Mel and Terry.
Very lovely this morning, please.
Yeah, all right.
We've also taken double sixes.
I'm sure.
Yeah, no, he's coming later because he's played his 6 matches.
Oh,
Yeah, I've already played it, so.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are good. Yeah.
what's the reach ready? Top sides ready?
All right. Where's my shot coming?
Oh, here's a bit, yeah, so if you set
What I
what we
want to
wanted.
know. 5.
And then I'll
You
just,
okay?
yeah.
Yeah, so you got one around.
Oh, yeah, that's what I had.
Well, yeah. My back's really bad, so the reaching.
I hope you're playing on a tournament-sized board, Mel.
I am actually.
Yeah, well, you know, you should know the rules.
You're looking lost, my son.
One of her opponents, Mel, asked to play on a small board so she didn't have to reach over the table, and he crapped on about it wasn't a championship-sized board, blah, 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 blah.
It's really hard to see. So.
Roll for it, roll for it.
It doesn't matter if it's comfortable.
Yes,
Just
that works.
This guy's been a bit of a...
There's not too many that you get. It's a pretty friendly group from most of the top players.
Yeah, of course. There's some people that play for ship stations,
Yeah.
as you know.
Absolutely. Even in the local Chouette or
Yeah. What's happening? You took a while to get in. How did you get lost? Did you get lost? That turn off over the tram line and up that looks like a driveway. Not particularly flash. It was a bit easier this morning without having 16,000 cars coming down the road at you.
it was a good public holiday.
Punt Road was,
Oh,
you could see from one end of Punt Road to the other.
There's literally songs written about how bad the traffic on Punt Road is.
Yeah, I'm sure. Can I say this? Looks, I can. Will I? That's the question.
All right, we want a copy.
I'd love a copy, thank you, brother.
Oh, you're just black?
Yeah.
Black.
Thank you, Andy. You need an hand, Andy. I'm here, Andy.
Handy,
I might,
handy.
I've got some soup to cook, Steve. Really like some soup to make. How's your kitchen skills?
Oh, used to be all right. I can do that.
I've got a big problem getting my 11 points up quickly. This is great.
I don't know. I had some long games that started this way yesterday, Friday.
Well, I'm through the tournament. I made a specialty of coming back from behind, getting to double match point, and
Yeah.
so 8-1.
Oh, that's
Is
nice.
that what we've got?
Yep.
Yeah, getting to double match point and then freaking it. And at one stage, my opponent had me absolutely on toast. I had his 1 point, and I just idly commented, I said, well, there's always a 6-5 that's bad for you. 6-5. And I went, well, I could hit both of them. 4-5. And it just, those two rolls just totally swung the game. All right. Set them up. Sorry. Playing.
All simple so far.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. No loss of PR for either of us. And that one's pretty simple as well. Do not hesitate to make the 5 point.
Yep.
Do not hesitate to hit.
That's a 4.
That is a 4. What is Steve Clary says, wrong father, right mother.
It's not bad.
All right, 46.
Okay. Now you're telling me a story about calling you dice.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
No,
Where are the hidden cameras?
Your dice.
Yep.
So
They are, yeah.
your dice. So the microphone that's in my the RFID chip in mine doesn't work. That'll be the next thing. They'll have boards with RFID chips in the checkers and
Yeah, but
and it'll and in the board and it'll calculate.
I think that exists. It's probably horrendously expensive, but vision processing should be good enough to do this if someone just wants to put the time into it.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, just
It's detecting circles on a field is one of the most simple things that the algorithms can do.
yes,
Off circles.
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you don't need to go to the expense of having 60 odd RFID chips.
Yeah. And then failures in them, and
Yeah, so just signal processing on the this has all been pretty straightforward so
Let's
far.
keep playing these for our. Oh, here we go.
Keep playing those for PR. All right, don't dance. One, 3, 4. Switch. Which doesn't seem right.
Well, it is the sort of move the computer comes up with occasionally.
The computer likes switching in general. All right, 1-6.
You got aim was on. You got the 1-6 over there.
All right. Maybe voice recognition travelled across the room. All
I
right.
think that's okay.
All right. 3, 2, 4, 4, 4, 1.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones, I reckon.
That is pretty tasty because the 1 comes up to there and the 4 hits, so that's got to be the right play.
And a second on the bar.
Second on the bar seems
Extravagant.
all right. Let's go 4 for a dance. 2, 3. No decision to be made there.
Wow.
You sure you want to do that? Right, I've got to hope that you don't roll a 6 here.
Yep, and it's 8.
Okay.
So I just have a quick think, seeing as there's a little time on the clock.
Sure. Signal processing to Darren. Who's dinging? Okay. I think I've got to hope that you come in there and to break over there somehow. Coming in on a 1 or 2 point would be even more better. Darren, not dancing? Not need to dance. Three. Four. Come in.
Yep.
Not necessarily with the 4. All right. No 6s.
6 me out of here. Sorry.
Yeah. Reset the clock if you like. Five.
Yeah.
I wish I knew my theory of this sort of score better.
I'll make an observation at the end of the game.
Okay. Yeah, I know there's something special about 3 away really by a fair bit that I should be able to work out, because I attended a lecture on it once, but I don't play enough. I think I know where I am. But probably been sent by Google Maps down some completely different path.
Deuce. Right.
I'll go 2. You lead her in love. I'll be house leading, you could say. Okay.
Come on, give him something awkward. 6 and 5 blocks, or just 5?
Yeah.
Is and you'll do 6. She's not 5. That is 5.
One, two at least. One, two. Can't really leave you just to hit me loose there. I don't think. 3, 4. Come on, roll some big numbers here. 6, 4. Back in this, Darren.
You were never really out of it. It was when I was thinking of keeping the first time. Pit count was pretty close to even. I thought I might be able to burn a few, but it wasn't appealing to me.
Is that cock? No,
So
2, 1.
sorry about that.
No.
The old AC
No,
DC.
just checking.
Yep.
It's all good. They're in there, those numbers. 6, 5. I'm behind, but I'm going to bear off a little quicker than you. You're going to burn some men. And maybe I should cube now and get it out of the road. Or should I wait one more roll? If I wait one more roll, you might improve your position dramatically. I think we wait one more roll.
Well, you didn't lose your marker.
All right, let's keep rolling down. All right, now it's definitely locked.
8v8. And I've got to go.
So you're saying it's a take. You've still got 4 rolls. Maybe I'm trailing, maybe I should have called you. Yeah, put it that way just so you can read the number.
Take that one.
All right, suck it to him.
Just a little gap appearing.
Oh. Sally's no more gaps.
Oh, I thought that was coming.
Yeah. Damn.
So what was the observation?
Oh,
About
just
pit
the,
count or
just
yeah.
with a slightly
solid
with
anchor.
a slightly advanced anchor.
Yeah.
The computer seems to take or analyze a take in situations where I thought it would have been a drop, like a cube
Yeah.
drop.
So yeah, it's looking at the race and really not adjusting much from there.
Yeah. Well, no. Even just having the advanced anchor with you having some work to do to bring stuff in.
Yeah.
That
There's enough
advan-
opportunities for
and
something.
it just seems to
Yeah.
favour taking if you've got anchor there or there. with a broken, not even a broken outfield, just an
It's
outfield.
interesting. I don't remember because I used jellyfish way back. It didn't have any particular preference for that. So I guess it's more. More
Just
modularized.
XG.
Yeah.
XG seems to. I'm not saying it would have taken, but
I'm
it just
pretty sure
seems
it
to. It seems to favour that being a no cube take
Yeah.
rather than a cube drop.
Yeah. It
Just
doesn't
because
fit with.
just because of the anchor. Anyway, that was the observation.
No, I thought it might have been about the score. That would have.
No. Just about how XG analyses games.
Yeah, interesting. I used XG very little because I just don't spend the time in the game that I wish I could. I never got back into it.
Yeah. No, it's a. I mean, people. Now you need a point. People can overcook the analysis, but
Which way is the Crawford on this one?
keep going down the bottom.
Yeah.
No, down the bottom there, one back from there. People can overly fuss about it, but it's interesting just to see in those situations, what the rule of thumb might be. And as I said, the old school would have been that might have been a cube drop because
because you got a full prime and you got a dry, you got to burn some.
So, but I'm not saying XG would have taken in that position. It'd be interesting to see if we get to see the XG files.
Yeah, and I think it was a pretty clear take. So that,
But was it a cube? Was it a cube take?
Score.
Score?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a clear.
Well,
advantage.
at the score, at 8-1, had I taken at that point,
if
I
you get
had
anything coming out, you got re-queued straight away.
No. If I take it that, if it's a take, then it's an automatic re-queue
Pretty much.
at that score. And if I'd queued you have a score drop, possibly. Anyway,
No, it's
it's worth
it makes a big difference.
it's worth having XG sitting on your computer just to.
Yeah, I need to start getting back into that. So that's your 4-5.
You can watch it as you play on the right. And so that's very good. And you'll see when you get down to the end that you can still pick up some notes.
Started your 5.
Yeah.
I just saying, you could have.
For some reason that felt more aggressive than splitting, and I didn't feel like I should be that aggressive. But splitting was also aggressive.
Just, and the deuce. 2-5. Seems like I should hit. Seems like I would get punished for not hitting. Shouldn't be thinking about the cube.
You take it off the board.
Yeah, let's do that. Don't waste my time. 1.
I played one guy who loved to try and cube Crawford and Crawford.
There was a guy at the Sydney Open 3 weeks ago. He had a funny beanie on and he was fiddling, fussing and carrying on. He asked me for a ruler at one point.
Right.
I'll tell you the story. End of the game.
is.
Hit, maim,
Destroy.
destroy, in that order.
Closest one to the.
That was an Andy one, Mel, not Greg.
So we can cue that and the R as well.
Yes,
Or
very difficult
Ah.
because you tell you when you make these.
just have not failed to come in,
Yeah, that,
cooperate in any way, shape or form here, Darren. That's pretty good. Can I have a receipt for mine? No. I should have done it under the camera.
Creative and then deciding not to.
Kissed off.
yeah.
What might have been a reasonable roll for you, I think. 3.
Nice. This doesn't offer you much. So I think we'll just
Don't miss the easy one.
Oh wow.
Crying out loud. I just had so many of these awkward bearing plays last night.
Yeah, right.
And my opponent just took advantage of them every time. He's not listening. All right. Mid-sized double, please. All right, make that bar point. Make that bar point. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would work if I already had that. 1, none. 1, 2. 3, 4.
4-6 you're talking about.
As Brian Donald would say, that's a bit fortuitous. Two. And another 2. Fortunately, there's no PR gain for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of family groups here today. Is there something going
There
on?
was one your birthday last night and then.
Oh, they're just cleaning up. They can leave the cake behind.
Yeah.
He just played it
Some old school people wouldn't like it.
inside.
Pick him up. Pick him up and go. That's all forced. Make a difference if I gammon you.
It's a very small difference. It's one I didn't want to happen.
It's up to you.
There's no 4
Have your choice.
at all. There's no 4 even if I play a 2.
Your choice. You don't
So
want
it's just the 2.
You can say, no, you can't do that because you get the clock.
I think I need to lift one.
Thank you.
Hopefully the run notices that I didn't have the chance to run. Not that I was choosing not to.
On 2, 3, 4.
That's stay here.
And you didn't. So this guy up in the Sydney Open, I don't know if you played him, but anyway, he played Hammond in the first round.
Okay.
And he came to me after the game and asked me for a ruling on this scenario. He was leading 7-6 going to 9, and he already had the 2 cube.
Yep.
And he got a little bit excited.
And he cubed back.
And he cubed back.
Yep.
And Hammond took. And re-cubed him.
Yep. Re-cubed. That's a bit extravagant.
No, he had to. 7-6.
It wasn't the 4 cube already taking it into match it up. 7-6 to 9. But that's fine.
So this guy already had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, didn't re-cube. This guy already had a 2 cube.
Yeah.
And
It's already matched for him.
Yeah, it's already matched for him. And he cubed, and Hammond took. Yeah. All right. So he didn't re-cube. He just took. And then Hammond turned the match around and won the match on that. And this guy, after he put the scorecard in with Gary, blah, 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 came to me and asked for a ruling. He said, tell me, Greg, you know, isn't the cube dead in that situation? And I said, well, I looked up the rule. I thought it was, but I looked up the rule and I read him the rule out. And the rule says, in that situation, the cube is dead, and any offer of the cube shall be deemed invalid, and if it's picked up by a monitor, then
It should be, even by a kibitzer maybe should be.
no, not a kibitzer, but a monitor. But both players have a responsibility with the cube, right?
Yeah, if it's picked up. Yeah.
Anyway, so he went to Gary. You see, Greg Ash has given me a ruling. It shouldn't have been. Blah blah blah. And Gary went, too bad. The results already been entered. It's in the computer. Blah blah blah. You took games over. You signed the scorecard. End of story. Correctly. And anyway, this guy was. Later on, he came to me and he said, Greg, I knew it was wrong, but I did the same thing to my opponent in one of my later games. He said, and it backfired. I went, yes. Yeah. The karma did get you. No, I just need to go for a tea break. Yeah. Anyway, but he was such a turkey about it. Like, he was trying to say, Greg, just give me a ruling, blah, 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 blah. Because at one stage, I've got the ABF rules on my laptop.
That,
And anyway, we adopted the we got to the UK ones with permission, and then but they had some things like, well, they had things like, if you reach for the cube, that shall be deemed to be a cube. Now, now,
Wow.
the situation there is, if I start reaching for it, you can say no.
Oh, okay.
Right? But it says if you reach for the cube, it shall be deemed to be a valid cube.
Yeah, that's great.
No, and I went, no. If the opponent agrees that it's a drop, then you can drop. But until you have gone, and the rule says a valid cube is picking up the cube, putting it in the correct position on the table, and saying the words "I cube."
Oh, okay.
Right? That is deemed to be a valid cube. And then it says, notwithstanding the above, any movement towards the cube shall be deemed a valid cube. And it also had premature rolls, and like, you know, the premature rolls, the opponent gets to decide. And I went, no, you know, premature roll.
They happen all the time in there often.
Well, that's why we started playing with one set of dice.
Yeah, I played a tournament in the UK where I was just watching another pair, and they were playing a game, and one of them had taken one man off, and then I guess they'd both forgotten about it because they were playing as though there was a gammon at stake.
Yes.
And then it became a gammon, and they scored it as a gammon. And I didn't say anything to them. I just talked to the tournament director and said, "You want to do something about it?" And yeah, he went and told them no, get the right score.
Right. Yeah.
But that was immediate. If it was, 10 moves after, or if it was a game later, you probably can't change it.
Or the scorecard.
No, definitely not then.
Yeah,
You've agreed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've
solidified the
also
mistake.
changed the rule to say that the correct cube, the correct play is both players' responsibility.
Yeah.
You know, you observing a wrong play, I have an obligation to tell you that that's a wrong play. It's not just I can elect to allow you to make
See,
the wrong
I thought
play.
that one was
I know.
along the lines of a misplay of checkers, where you can choose to let it stand, or you,
No, we've changed that rule to say
legal moves only.
legal moves must be played,
Yeah,
and it is the responsibility of both players
both players.
to ensure that a legal play has been made.
Yeah, but someone can pretend not to have, and may not have genuinely.
Well,
Sure,
they
but
may
illegal
not have, but you
So it's a hard one
you
to-
can't sit there and say it's an illegal play, but I'm going to enforce you to stand on that. You can't do that.
That's
You
the
can't.
rules. I like it. It's just hard to enforce.
It's not hard to enforce.
It's hard to enforce if no one notices, apart from the opponent.
Yeah, and the question about can kibitzers say something is always an open question as well.
Have you guys finished?
No, we have
No,
not.
we're at 10-3.
We're just on the Chancellor P rate.
Yeah,
Because I took 2 diuretic tablets this morning. Working its way through very quickly.
Some people will, play live, like I say, like stop and take a photo of the position. And that will help you remember a lot of things.
I think he said you can upload it to XG.
So Andy, what does the standings look like this tournament? Is anyone like on 5 out of 5 or anything like that? Or-
No, I got a friend that had 4 wins
Right.
on Friday, and
We have to
Craig
buy,
had 4 wins on Friday.
Right. Okay.
And there's a couple of 3s and 2s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's still competitive. That's good.
Melbourne 3, Martin at 3.
I had 2.
Anybody have those, so we can rip into them? I'll ask him.
Email address, and then you just pull them into X3 and analyse the whole match and go over it.
Okay.
But
Well, that's what the always do plus.
yes. But you can also use X3 by setting up positions. I'm no good at that.
Takes time.
I'm no good at the controls to do
Yeah,
that.
it takes time to sort of.
And then you can look at a position and say, okay, well, what if this one was here instead? And you can see the difference and you can completely change. You know, what. No. There's no time. There's no time to be able to do that because everything's clocked online. You can't do it.
Yeah.
The most they could do is have someone helping them.
Some of the back.
Yeah. And that's just the risk you take. For me, I've only got online, so I don't like it. You'll be able to play. You would have heard it from head extra before.
I will do that. So I want to do my panel.
Yeah, we all do, yeah. Enjoying our tournaments, our online tournaments.
I'm not sure which ones they are. Well, you do the other ones too, the other one, what's it called?
We've got Kakadu, Racing Aid. Kakadu,
I don't know. Gary's trying.
Oh,
You want a banana?
No, okay, thank you.
Lunch on one?
It's fine.
Well, it's like, congratulations.
Thank you, Terry. Yes. Got to be happy with being runner-up to such a handsome devil. I actually asked for and got permission from the UK BGF to use their rules and modify them, and I only modified them in 3 areas. Well, one was the business about the reaching for the cue.
Yeah.
And well, I think, despite, I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to say, it is okay to drop a cue when, you do this and you go, I pass. But you can just do that anyway. It just opens the door for other
Shenanigans.
I changed the rule about premature rolls, and that's about all I changed. So all of those things about what constitutes a valid cue, a valid roll, handling the clock, all comes from their rules. So
Yeah, that's good.
So
Yeah, I played a few tournaments over there, and I thought they were pretty well run and pretty well behaved as well.
There's a guy called Raj and Sarah.
Oh, he runs he's not the British Backgammon Tour, he's the other one, the one that runs out of
Guys,
Casino.
sorry, can I get you to keep on,
sorry.
on going?
Let's go.
Because we've
We're going.
got a lot to
No, I'm eating. It's me that's got the problem, so I'm eating.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Thank you.
I don't think either of us has burnt any clock time.
Yeah. maybe I don't have to do that. So 3 there. 6.
If I do that, and that.
And I get very sad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Daddy. Do my best Brian McDonald impersonation and put a sad face on. All right. Slap you around a bit.
We'll see about that.
Oh, crying out loud. Darren, how can you sleep straight at night?
I do not.
This is like,
Let's not get too hasty here.
now I know.
Just play safe.
One.
Yikes.
You cool your jets there a bit.
Eventually, 5, 5, 5, 6 is a reasonable sequence.
You reckon?
I did switch the dice out, of course, between games when you're out of the room.
Oh, yeah. Now you tell me. Now you tell me.
Just gone 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 5. And they all worked.
Well, I've gone double three.
Yeah, that actually puts you right back in it.
That is pretty tasty. You think you're immune from that? Let me show you my 2-4.
Oh,
So I've got an advanced anchor. I think I should slap you there and there. You still have not missed.
you're right. Yep.
Right, don't fail to come on here. That only works for certain values.
Flip all sorts of counters. Really, that's all you've got, isn't it? Because everything else is leaving shots.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm just
Fours,
struggling to
fives, and
see the
sixes.
cue a little bit. So I'm just going to readjust a bit.
Yeah.
Because
One,
What are you doing, is it?
two.
yeah, great.
Oh my God.
Crying out loud. You're forcing me to roll 4-3. When Andy said, "Will you guys get on with the game?" you really didn't have to pay that much attention, Darren. I was right back in that
Oh, absolutely.
after the double three.
There you go. You can't say that.
Yeah.
positive for you.
It's better.
Doesn't hurt out there, does it?
I mean, look, I don't want to hassle you.
I actually forgot that you were still in the bar. I thought that was a hit.
If it's, you know, if it's any part of your training to do that,
I'm losing
great.
it.
If not,
Double
double
your 3.
When you told him to hurry up, you
Yeah.
told him to hurry up.
yeah, I did.
Yeah. He didn't have to listen that hard. And the dice don't have to listen. What's the scenario whereby you leave me a shot here, Darren? What weird scenario leaves a shot?
There'll be something.
6-2. That's about it.
I'm just want to keep things moving, that's all.
5-4 ain't it? One, two, three. I'm glad this wasn't the money game. One, two, three. Or is there an advantage to coming out? Leave the shot either way. 5-1 you've got. It's just the proverbial 6-5, isn't it? All right, leave me the shot, Darren. Yeah,
I don't know what to say about that one.
The I can't miss shot.
The one that punishes you for playing the right move sort of shot.
I'm not sure it was right. All right.
Yeah.
Concede.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Good game.
I think you missed a cube there, Greg.
Yeah, that was post Crawford all game.
Oh.
I thought I should have.
Yeah, and that's gonna punish my PR, isn't it?
Well, only when you were ahead, but
Yeah,
it's
you were ahead early, and I had free drop.
Stupid.
Greg, your next match
Yes.
is going to either be between Steve and Terry.
Yes.
So I've got you next.
Whoever's here first. Terry's at 9-2, Steve's not here.
Steve, Queen.
Quinn, I think we're going to. We can play. I think it will catch you up as well. If we play the first 7 rounds to 11, we can play the next 3 rounds to 9, and that gets everyone up over 100 and it speeds things up.
Doesn't speed it up. Doesn't speed it up enough. I've still got to play 6 matches today. If we do that.
I think having 2 that are at least 15 points is.
We'll wait till Steve's here, and then because it should be the same for everyone. So maybe if we do those 2 games, because we only need to come up with 23 points, so 2 13-point.
2 13s.
Yeah.
2 13s or 1
That could
15.
be a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll still need to get through the game an 11-point match with Steve and Terry though.
You on
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
Are you on a travel schedule, Greg?
Sorry.
You on a travel schedule for this afternoon, flights or?
No, I've got my car. So
All right.
no, it's just the number of matches I've got left to play. That's all.
You want to use last night's match? So you don't have to play minutes,
Not at the moment. Hey,
You can really.
I don't lose PR all those times I was on the bar.
Right.
Yeah.
He's still trying to get it. He's still trying to get it. He's still trying to get it. I insist he is. What's happening? You go and my head below, watch the tennis. Guys, yeah, do you want to just step outside?
Yes. Did you guys finish? Finish one?
Yeah. No.
Records intact?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're there for. They're off this for me.
Not for decoration.
No.